I'm B.A. Shepherd. Welcome to iDominate Life. Here's the question. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Have you ever heard somebody say that? Have you ever heard somebody just say, what are you thinking? What were you thinking? The question, what are you thinking, is really important, because what you think has a tremendous impact on your life. The way you think, that's the way you'll be. And the way you think in your heart, that's the way you'll be. That's what you become. That's what you'll see presented before your life. All because you were thinking it. There are numerous accounts of people that transformed their whole entire life because they decided that they would think differently. And think about where you are right now. Do you know that you are where you are right now in life because you thought your way into it? And you might think, no, that's not true. Stuff happened to me. Well, that's true. Things happen to us. But our response to the things that happen, that's a matter of our thought process. And so often, our thought process is negatively driven and negatively wired. We have a negative feedback loop that just continues to play. And so we begin to think down a path of negativity, all because that's what's inside of us. That's what we meditate on. That's what we continually perpetuate. And so today the question is, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about your life? What are you thinking about your career choices? What are you thinking about your health? What are you thinking about your wardrobe? What are you thinking? Are you thinking thoughts that are going to elevate you? Or are you thinking thoughts that are going to tear you down? It's your thoughts that impact your life. Because guess what? The power contained within your thoughts is the power that moves your life. Of course, other people can think things about you. And they can even say things about you based upon their thoughts about you. But guess what? It's not until you accept their thoughts that has power in your life. You know what? Someone can tell you you're worthless. And you know what? If you believe it, then it's not the fact that they said it, but it's the fact that you now think it. You see, when you think something, you have the power to control it, to dominate it, and to either make it work for you or work against you. And so if you're not using something to work for you, you are using it to work against you. And if you accept someone's thoughts that are, degrading to you, that tear you down, break you down, you're just partnering yourself with them. And that's no good. So take a moment and stop today and ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I thinking when I do this? What am I thinking when I do that? If you would take just moments in your day to just stop and assess what exactly you're thinking, you would probably make different decisions. You wouldn't just let your emotions carry you away, but you would stop and recognize what your actual thoughts are, because those thoughts shape your whole entire life. And as you begin to renew your mind and renew your thinking, your life will transform. Your life will be made completely different. You see, in the hand of one person, a particular object or particular substance may have one particular kind of use. But you give that same substance or object to another person, and they'll think something different, and they'll produce something different. Everything that you see and everything that I see in the world, every material, every product, is simply a matter of someone's thoughts. So what's inside of you is not small. Even the most ridiculous thing we might see was a matter of someone's thoughts that materialized, and they brought it into the earth. And so my question again is, what are you thinking? What's inside of you? What are you pondering? What are you perhaps even holding on to that if you would just think it and release it, can make a change in your life? So you might be thinking you need to make some changes with friends, or you might need to change your address. You might need to change your eating plans. You might need to change the way you exercise or the lack of exercise. The thoughts that you have will help move you into actions that will change your life. Because behind your thoughts, that is the driving force. And so, as you go through your day, again, take time to think. Don't just live. Take time to actually think. Because as you think, that's the way you are. So think yourself strong. Think yourself beautiful. Think yourself courageous. Think yourself of great value and great worth. Because you are. And if you're not rehearsing these things, you need to change your thoughts. Because the other side of asking what are you thinking is, what are you thinking? Thinking yourself to be ugly, thinking yourself to be worthless. What are you thinking? That's not you. You're beautiful. You're strong, you're powerful, you're courageous. You're creative. You have power within your hands to make an impact in the earth. And so right now, you need to get your mind right and start thinking according to the way that you really are. Not according to the way that someone told you you are, but according to the way that you really are. If you're hearing this message, if you're seeing it and you're watching this, it's because it's meant for you to hear. There's something special in your life that is trying to work its way out of you into the open atmosphere. So don't quench it. Don't shut it down just because it's challenging. Start to begin to think differently about yourself. Take out a notebook. Start writing down some positive thoughts concerning you. Sure, you can encourage everyone else. You can tell them how wonderful and great they are. But your thoughts concerning you are highly important. Because if you are not shaping thoughts for you, you're just allowing the atmosphere to shape your thoughts. And let me tell you, the atmosphere is going to work against you. It's going to work to pull you down and tear you down and tell you what you're not, instead of telling you what you are. But right now, in these few moments, I'm telling you, you're awesome. You're truly, truly, truly amazing. So live that way. Be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, have dominion, and dominate life. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.